Hello, Station Camp Middle School students and parents. This is Mr. Southall, and first of all, I want to welcome you back as we begin a rather different school year. We wanted to take a minute to create a video that hopefully helps you as you try to join all of your classes in Google Classroom. So what I have here is that I've already got a browser window open. So what I want to show you now will be beneficial to those of you who have multiple students who are going to be navigating through online instruction. Right now I have a Google browser window open and I'm signed in as me. What I want to show you, what you can do here is up here in your toolbar at the top, you should be able to click this and it will show you your person, and we should be able to go down and add a person, and you can select whichever one you think matches, or you can have your kids pick whichever one matches their personality. If they like sports, you can throw basketball, football up there. If they just like to eat, we can just throw a big old piece of pizza up there. And then you give this account some type of name. Since this is going to be for Mrs. Southall, I'm going to click to add her account. It's going to offer to make Chrome our own. We're going to click here to sign in. And at this point is where we will enter our Sumner K-12 information. For you guys, it'll be your student ID, your number, your 7-digit number at sumnerk12.net. Then we'll enter our password to log into this account. It's going to ask you if you want to link data. This allows Chrome to remember your bookmarks and different things like that, so we can go ahead and do that. And then again, you can sync your bookmarks, passwords, history, and everything on all of your devices. You can go into settings and choose what to sync or different things like that. I'm just going to cancel at this point in time. Now we're ready to go to Google Classroom. So now we are signed in to the Chrome browser. We need to sign into the actual services. So again, you'll enter your information. This gives you good practice on remembering your password. We'll enter that password again. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to join the class. And this is going to allow me to join it as a student as opposed as a teacher. And I'm going to enter the class code that we provided on registration night that will join this specific grade level, in this case the 8th grade overall class. I'm going to click the join button. And it's going to give it a minute and it's going to join. So this is going to take us in to our 8th grade overall class where we've got all of the Google Classroom registration codes housed. And so right here, what I want you to notice is we've got a nice write-up by Mr. Raines that gives you an idea on how you can work through this. And also notice here, this comment at the bottom will take you to the county level, the district level tutorials and guides for using Sumner Connect. I'm going to go ahead and click on that real quick so you can see. We've got that loaded in to show you the student side, but if we've got parents watching, notice there's a parent tab up here on the students. There's a few different videos to watch out there already. Google Classroom cheat sheet, and for parents, there's also some frequently asked questions about the hybrid schedule, about Sumner Virtual Academy for those of you who are participating in that, Skyward Family Access, and some more Google information for parents. So get used to checking back those. The county will update those pages with more information for you guys. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back. Now, once we're here, this is, and we see all the information here that Mr. Raines has for us. Where we're going to head is to the classwork tab. If this is your first time in Google Classroom, it's going to walk you through some of the different things that you can use to navigate through the site. I'm going to close that out at this point in time. If it's your first time, make sure you pay attention and follow along with that. So what we have here under classwork is we have our navigation bar over here on the side. We've got our 4 core classes here, and then we've got our related arts time, which will include all of our related arts classes as well as the extension, the RTI, and different classes like that. So as you grab your schedule and you kind of go through some things that I want to point out to you. First of all, ELA and math. This will be something that those who have been at Station Camp Middle School will already know. But ELA and math are our block classes, whereas science, social studies, and related arts um, split a block. So what you're going to see here on your schedule and on this website may be a little bit different, but basically, and I'll pop this up on the screen for you. Basically, first block is first and second period. Second block is third and fourth period. Third block is fifth and sixth period, and fourth block is seventh and eighth period. Where that block distinction comes into play, or where it's helpful, is when you were signing up for your ELA classes. So if your ELA is down for first and second period, then as we click on one of these teachers, it's going to be listed as block. Since this is an eighth grade class, eighth graders are in related arts first and second period. So we have block 2 would really be third and fourth period. So while we're here, let's say you have Miss Crutcher as your third, fourth period, or your block 2 class. In order to join her class, you can either go ahead and take your schedule as Mr. Raines suggested, and you can write down this class code here, and you can go ahead and write them down for all of your classes. Or if you want, you can click here and go to copy. So we're going to highlight this and we're going to copy it, and then we can go over here, and I'm going to right click where the home button is, and I'm going to open this link in a new tab. So when I open this link in a new tab, it's going to open up for me up here back to my home page. We would be able to click this join button, paste it. I'm not going to join this one this time. I don't want to join Miss Crutcher's class as Miss Southall, but we would join in, and it would take you into that class. Then you can, once you're in, you can hit this home button again, go back over here in this eighth grade section, and you can find your next class. That's just a different way of going about. Either way works, but I did want to show you that that was one of your options. To look at science and social studies real quick, we can see that this is what we mean by our class periods here as opposed to blocks. And then as we scroll down to the bottom, one thing that I want you to notice with related arts classes is here at the bottom, there's this view more button. This will expand to show more teachers, and of course there's even more than that. So make sure that if you don't see your teacher, that you go ahead and hit the view more, and possibly you'll see more of their information. So that gives you a really quick overview on how to join classes. Hopefully this helps you as you're able to get joined into all of your classes before we start day 1 of school, especially for our second half of the alphabet. But if you run into any problems as it comes to like logging into Google or logging into your account, your Sumner K-12 account, or maybe you've forgotten your password, please go ahead and send an email and contact all 3 of the names that you see on the screen. That would be myself, Mr. Southall, Mr. Raines, and Mrs. Parker. It's better to email all 3 of us because we all have our own things that we're busy with, and we'll try to get to you as fast as possible. Also understand that currently we can only change passwords while we are at the school building. So give us a little patience on that as well. Again, thank you guys for watching, and students, we're excited for the school year, and parents, we're excited for our partnership as we go into a new endeavor here.